Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another one. I'm a little bummed out. Both of my cars are broken. The Mark II is misfiring. It randomly started misfiring. I drove to the JZX90 NRG meet over this last weekend, and it was raining like crazy, man. We what's it called? Hydroplaned the entire way there. I was driving like 45 miles per hour on the freeway. This car doesn't have ABS or traction control, so it was a little scary. But on the way back, it started to misfire. Now I'm assuming that water just somehow got somewhere where it wasn't supposed to get. But that's what we're gonna check first. So far I just took off the little valve covers things right there, you know what I'm talking about, but those things. So I took those off. I opened the first spark plug hole to look in there, and it's wet. Now I don't know if it's wet with oil or water, but we're gonna take off the crossover tube right now. The intake crossover tube. My dad brought me cookies. Thank you.
Sure.
We're going to take off the intake crossover tube so that I can access all the spark plugs and make sure there's not one of them that's like super filled up. Clean it all up, basically. Make sure they're all clean. And then I'm going to start the car after that again. I'm probably going to have to put everything back on. Or probably before I put everything back on, I might do a compression test to really make sure that my engine's still good. Is it necessary? Probably not, but is it something good to do? I think so. So I'm going to go ahead and do that too. And then this car's still broken. The drift car. Last event, my wheel bearing went out. It was terrible. And now it doesn't stay on. So I turn it on, and then literally right away it turns right back off. I haven't even looked at it. Honestly, I've not had the time or energy to look at it yet. I will, though, soon, because I need to go drive again. I'm, like, itching to go drive, to go sideways, to, relieve some stress. But anyways, let's get this crossover tube off and start this. Energy. Alright, so I got it all separated. Sorry, I'm lost for words right now. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. No need to take it fully off. Maybe I will take it fully off, actually. Maybe not be stupid, but I need to take this hose off right here, and then I can pull it off, basically. Yeah. Let me do that really quick. I'm gonna take this off, pull it off, and then I can get to all the spark plugs. Okay, so I actually decided not to take this off because I just remembered that's a coolant line. Then there's another coolant line that runs to the bottom, so I'm not even going to do that right now. I'm not going to deal with it. But I took off the first 4 ignition packs, coil packs, whatever the hell these are called. This one's a little wet. This one's a little more wet. This one's a little more wet. And this one's much more wet than the rest. So I'm pretty sure there's water in there from the rain. I'm going to grab a flashlight right now so I can really check it out. Let me do that really quick, actually. I got my flashlight. So, yeah, you can see some liquid in there. Oh, yeah, look at all that water. water. That's not good. Well, makes sense why it's misfiring. Let's see, what should I do? I'm gonna take out all the plugs and then take off this little plate right here. Just a few 10s. And then I'll be able to really see everything down there. Alright, so we have a bunch of water. Yeah, it's pretty gross. The last one is the one that I'm assuming is causing the misfire, because it is like, oh, you can't even tell on camera, but that last one, cylinder 6, is filled with water. So yeah, now I just got to figure out how to clean everything out without it going into the piston. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just connect the air compressor, and then just try to blow everything out. That's probably my best bet, because even with a towel, like, you can't really, like a paper towel, you can't really get the paper towel around the spark plugs. So I think if I try to just blow it out, that'll probably work a little bit better. But yeah, hopefully that's the only issue that's causing the misfire. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the compression test, and then I'm gonna put everything back together. I might actually also try to test these. My brother has a I don't even know what the hell it's called. A 90-degree inline ignition spark checker. So I'm gonna try to check the sparks. And yeah, that will probably help check everything. So I'll be able to check that, because I know that these distributors go bad, like, a lot. And my brother was telling me last year too to change my distributor, or at least rebuild it. But either way, we'll check. But yeah, so step 1, pull out all the water, clean it out. Step 2, pull each spark plug, make sure they're all fine. Step 3, compression test. Step 4, put everything back together, well, the throttle body at least. Just like not all the way, but enough to turn the car on without causing any issues. And testing all the sparks. Let's do it. And it's kind of working. Well, there's water all over the towel and my finger, so I would hope that it worked. But I should probably check either way. Oh yeah, that actually worked pretty good. I mean, it's not the cleanest, obviously. I'm still gonna have to clean it all out, but at least we'll keep the water that goes into the piston to a minimum. Now, I did call one of my buds. I called Ricky, and Ricky told me, you know, that I should probably change my spark plugs. And I was like, oh, but there's probably nothing wrong with the spark plugs. But he had a good point that they got wet, so they're probably going to corrode a little faster over time. So I'm probably going to go buy new spark plugs. Yeah. To AutoZone I go. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I mean, there's gunk. This was cylinder 6 right here. And let me get this to focus. You can see all the liquid around it. and they're basically all wet. Yeah, cooked. Alright, so I'm basically compression testing now. Got the compression tester connected. I did the first one already. That one read about 180. Yeah, about 180. We're about to do the second one right now. Alright, second one read about 171. Looks like about 171. Pull it out. And then, yeah, but basically that's how you do it. And then I'm just going to pull out the rest of them, or I'm going to do the rest of them and continue the process just to check the compression on each cylinder. Alright guys, we just picked up new Bosch spark plugs. I'm checking the sizes on them, making sure they're gapped correctly before putting them in. But I got the first one in there already. I'm just going through all 6 and putting them all in. And then I'll go ahead and torque them after. But this should be the issue. I tried to clean up as much of the water as I could. So it's not wet anymore. But hopefully that's the issue. We'll find out as soon as I put the spark plugs in. I'm not going to record it, but I'm just going to put the spark plugs in, get them down, put everything back together, and then start the car. And then I'll start recording when I start the car. And make sure that was actually the issue, just the spark plugs, which I'm, again, really hoping it is. All the compression numbers came out perfect. I'm on average about 181. The lowest one was about 173. The highest one was about 193. So it's fine. But yeah, so hopefully it was just the spark plugs, water getting in from the rain. Yeah. Look who's here. Ricky. Raik, let me see your face. Alright, so I just started the car. It's not misfiring yet, but normally before it wouldn't start misfiring until it was warm, until it got to operating temperature. So I'm just going to wait for it to get to operating temperature. Hopefully if it doesn't overheat, then we should be straight. But for now, it's just a waiting game until it does get warm. So I'm finally editing the video, or this video, and I just realized I never took an outro or even updated in the video. But yeah, basically just put the new spark plugs in, no misfire, took it on a test drive, car felt more peppy, which is a normal thing after you change new spark plugs. The spark plugs had been changed like a year or two ago, which is kind of quick for spark plugs to go out, but it is what it is. Might as well just do it anyways. Cleaned out all the water for, to the best of my ability. And, yeah, it was solid. Next up, I'm probably going to either start working on the interior of the Mark II, or I'm going to fix the drift car finally. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. On the road to 1K, as you can say. But, yeah, if you like my video, or if you like this video and you like my other videos, like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your homies. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. This is a family ting, like Dom Toretto says. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Doses.